Hi there, welcome back. This is Casey, and I am going to be taking a look at the concept of the space of interaction in Iridology, also known as the interaction ring. And the interaction ring would be, just as it sounds, the space where your body, your physical body, and your skin meets the outside world. And what happens within that space can often be reflected within the iris. Alright, so we have, let's do a quick reminder on where the skin ring is. The skin ring is on the border of the iris. And certainly many pathologies can be seen within the skin ring, physically speaking, emotionally speaking, spiritually speaking. But for today, I want to focus on this space outside of the skin, the interaction space. So, and I should mention that the health of the skin, whether or not there's a dark skin ring, whether or not there's a sort of hardening, and that can come in the form of circulatory hardening ring, cholesterol ring. You can also see this element of softening within the skin ring and even extending into the space of interaction. And these are all indications of what might be going on emotionally speaking for that person. The skin as that protective layer between you and the environment, whether or not your environment is hostile or loving and kind, will determine oftentimes the nature of the skin, because we create our own defenses. Alright, so let's look at the space of interaction. And I'm going to be referring to this as the aura. And so this video is going to be about your space, your aura, what might be coming into your field, and how that might be affecting your healing process, your health. And then ultimately, this video is going to be about creating the space you need to heal. And this is your space. So we're talking about this whole area around, obviously the iris is your body, your physical body as represented in the iris, the microcosm of the macrocosm. And then we're looking at the sclera, so the white part of the iris. And I've drawn in a few little objects already, but let's see. So this is sort of like your galaxy. And and the concept that was coming in for me was, or the words were, creating more space in your orbit, needing more space in your orbit, clearing your orbit, aligning your orbit to your highest intentions and timeline. So yeah, let's get going. I want to talk about briefly about the chakras. So I'm going to just real quickly outline the chakras because I want to show you how universal life force energy comes in, flows through the chakras, and then essentially creates that 12th or last chakra known as the torus field. It is in the shape of a toroid, also known as that last layer of the aura, or not the last layer, excuse me, more like the first layer of the aura, but the last chakra. It's like an accumulation of all of the chakras. Not an accumulation, like a manifestation, a sum total. That word's not coming, but anyway. So the top chakra also known as the crown or Sahasrara. And then the third eye. The top being related to the pituitary gland, and then the third eye being related to the pineal. And then we're going to have the throat in here somewhere. Let's see. And then we're going to have heart. Then we're going to have the solar plexus. This is just sort of a third dimensional depiction. So this would be like the center of the body, and then so this would be like where the kundalini is flowing through. But then the actual chakra points or kestrums, like the points on the physical body in the front and the back of the body, are going to be located in different areas in the body and in iridology and on the planet. Okay, so, and then we're going to have this is the Swadhisthana, so the sacral chakra. I'm trying to make it into a moon. Like a crescent moon. Okay, and then we have the root chakra. Okay. And so what we have is we have universal life force energy coming in through the crown, up in here, and actually this could be called the soul star chakra. And then we have an earth star chakra below the root as well. That's ridiculous, sorry. Let me see. I don't know. So we have the kundalini coming in, flowing in through the crown, through the soul star chakra. the universal life force energy, the prana, the chi. So you have energy flowing in through all of these centers, activating, flowing. Okay. And it's going to be flowing it's going to be creating a toroid field, or a torus. And this is quite a messy rendition of a human toroid field, which looks real similar to the Earth's. The Earth's is more of like an apple shape, so I guess this iris, again, microcosm. But this is the space, this is your aura, and this is the space that you're looking at what's in there. And how is it interacting with you? So when we're looking at this interaction, the space of interaction, again, from the perspective of iridology, that's just outside the skin ring. This is going to be called a fringe ring. And I will find some pictures of actual irises that have fringe rings, and I'll just like post them at the end of the video for you guys. The fringe ring, depending on where it is going to indicate sensitivity and heightened receptivity. And oftentimes is going to indicate a level of expanded consciousness, leaning usually in one direction or another. So depending if it's up at the crown, like up in here, there's going to be a strong connection to the higher planes, expanded consciousness, psychic awareness, different clairs opening up, claircognition especially, sense of knowing, different, like clairvoyance, clairaudience, things like that developing. But there's also going to be a high level of sensitivity that's going to need to be protected. And then the root similar but different. This is going to be more of a connection to the planet, her cycles, like to the heart and the core of the earth. Again, these are things that need to be protected because there's openings, and you want to make sure that you keep these gifts intact. So you want to make sure that you are grounding. So when you look at the torus and you look at how the energy comes in through the crown, as we noted, activating all of the chakras. One thing that's necessary is to have coherence between your chakras, as well as to be extending your energy down through into the earth, activating and interacting with that that groundedness, and so you're sort of merging your roots with the roots of the planet. And then again, the energy is flowing up into the toroid, and that is what is protecting you. So a strong, coherent, aura depends on an alignment within the chakras. Okay. So I think that's it. There's a few things that can occur in iridology within this space, within this fringe ring here. So it's approximately this. Yeah, the skin is down in here. It's approximately that. And it's too messy. There are some things that can occur within the fringe ring, within the aura. So you can correlate those to what can occur in the aura. Like I said, you can also see different signs related to the health of the skin. But within the fringe ring itself, you can see the anemia ring, which is a darker bluish, sometimes different shades of blue, often hazy. The fringe, like I said, you can see the migraine neuron network or net, and that's going to be up in the crown area, real similar to this fringe ring in here. And then you can also see melanin in brown irises in this area, in the fringe ring. So I'll see if I can locate a picture of a true brown iris that has like melanin in that area. Okay, I think that's it for just an introduction to the aura and the importance of keeping your torus and your toroid field clear. One quick note, you see these influences out here, like we have this sun and star and planet star. You can have other things out in here. You can have influences that are positive or negative. They can be of your own doing. They're all of your own doing. A lot of them might seem like they're coming in from outside influences, but if you look closely at those people, places, circumstances, usually they're close connections, and to me, that's indicating that there's been an agreement between you at some point for this situation or person to teach you how to claim your own space. So this is your space. The torus and the iris in terms of it being the microcosm of space and creation. It's just that you have to make sure you are in it and that you are embodying it. Okay? And then, yeah, usually those connections were put in place so that you could embody and claim your own health and your own healing journey. All right, so you can have lots of things in this space that can be affecting you. Something that might be interesting if you're learning iridology, what you're going to see, okay, so see this like pink, kind of reddish, this is going to be like a squiggle, like a blood vessel squiggle, and those are right there in the sclera, and they are indicating inflammation. A lot of times they're going to point to certain areas in the iris. So I don't know if you can hear the train. This particular pointer, as they call them, is pointing somewhat into the chest and lung area if this were a left iris. So you could maybe ask your client, or you could ask yourself, this is your eye, why is there inflammation? Am I causing it? You know, and how is it related to the lungs? And this is just the most obvious example, and that would be, well, have you smoked? Do you smoke? You know, in what way might you be compromising the health of your lungs? But that's just like the most simple one. There could also be, a lot of times, especially in iridology, it's past influences, so karmic passes that you're clearing, you know, basically just by breathing into them. So all of these things in the aura, they're there to teach you how to clear your space, inhabit your space. And once you do that, once you realize kind of like, yeah, my parents gave me my genes, so to speak, but this is my body and this is my life. Once you do that, and whether it's even like, it could be anybody in your family, or, you know, roommates that are making it difficult to, you know, even even like religions and lifestyles and things that you have been embodying for your whole life that don't anymore fit into your new lifestyle, that it may seem difficult to let go of. Those are the things that once you let go of them, you realize like, hey, this is mine. And that's when your true healing begins. All right, more on that soon or sometime. And let's see, so creating the space, your space to heal. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.